Welcome to Life with Steph, Beth. It's probably been a little bit since I've posted to this particular channel, mostly because I actually run a grand total of 4 channels, and unfortunately this channel tends to come in 4th place of importance. However, I do refer to it as my 3rd channel. But in the coming weeks, something soon-ish, this channel will probably have a lot of content. That's the plan, at least. I am going to go on a trip and go see my family in Indiana, which last time I just kind of shoved it all into one video, but we'll see if I actually hold myself to this. But I would like to just kind of take some clips from the day, put them together and upload them at night. That is, of course, if my dad's internet can handle that. I don't know how good his internet is. So we'll see what happens. Either that or you'll just get random stuff. You'll get something, hopefully. That's the plan. I just really wanted to be able to share my trip with you guys and just kind of enjoy vlogging and just enjoying stuff. The reason I actually have like makeup, I don't even know if you can tell, and my hair's actually done, that's because I'm about to go on a video recording marathon so that I have content, you know, while I'm in the air, in an airplane, and on vacation and stuff like that. I don't want to have to worry about all that stuff because, again, I don't know how good the internet's going to be, and I don't want to have to do like a sit-down video necessarily if I don't have to. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a time I want to be able to take some time and just be. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things in a more candid way, as this is Life with Steph, Beth, and it's really the channel. I just want to do whatever the heck I want to do. I just want to sit down. If I want to make a stupid video, I'll make a stupid video. If I want to make a serious video and have a chat with you face to face, even though we're not really face to face, I want to be able to do that. This is just me and you, and yeah, so it's also probably why it's the least subscribed to channel, other than the fact that, you know, I'm just not very consistent with it. But either way, I did want to drop in here really quick. I'm very excited about, okay, there we go. Okay, so I got this little puzzle piece bracelet. This one obviously is blue. I have a black one. I have one that has the little ribbon, the puzzle piece, and believe, and it's black and gold, so it's like thicker than this and has different things, and a kind of reddish purpley color. And okay, see my t-shirt? Okay, this is not like my merch. I do have 2 things coming in the mail, which I paid for rush shipping. They pulled the payment, like they pulled the charge for rush shipping off and just gave me normal shipping. So I'm guessing they just couldn't deliver rush, like, for whatever stupid reason, which is really annoying because I really wanted it before my trip, but whatever. It's gonna be okay. So I got these. I got this one from Etsy, and if I wear my other ones, I'll 100% point them out when I'm wearing them. Because I don't know, I just want to have some clothes that I'm a sucker for stupid t-shirts. T-shirts, let's do them. So yeah, I know that there's a whole thing about, you know, I'm not a puzzle piece, I am a person. Absolutely. Obviously, I don't think I'm a puzzle piece. However, it is the most easily recognizable symbol concerning autism, and I'm okay with that. I choose not to be defined by the puzzle piece with a crying child in it, and I choose not to be defined by Autism Speaks as their blue puzzle piece stuff. I will not purchase things from Autism Speaks stuff. That's just, I'm not gonna do that. However, using the puzzle piece as a symbol for people to recognize for autism, I don't think that's wrong. So, you know, whatever. Either way, wanted to share that with you. Here's the other thing. If you haven't noticed, your girl hasn't been losing weight. More like I found some of it. You know, I lost 50 pounds in 2018. And I was trying to at least say words to help me believe that I could do it again in 2019. And I thought, I'll just keep going. I'll just keep going. It'll be fine. At the end of 2018, I was just like, screw it. I'm going to eat what I'm going to eat because it's Christmas time and all that stuff. I'm gonna do whatever. And I do not have good self-control. I feel like that's something I should already know, but... And so I went from like hurting from eating like a meal at a fast food restaurant to like it just being filling instead of like too much and stuff like that. And again, I've like situated myself to where that's normal for me. And I know it's a problem. I, again, am not really thinking about how many calories I'm taking in at all. And I did try like eating like certain people for a day, whatever, following the meal prep stuff. I tried to really get into it again. It's just so much. And it ran into a time where I was also running into a lot of burnout with, you know, who I am, one, in the first place. Just dealing with the fact that, yeah, I'm autistic, and I'm finding out what that means for me, and I'm finding out what it's like to live life without being depressed every day. And so it's just like a lot to take in. For more information on autism, and if for some reason you're here and you don't know me, and for whatever strange reason you're still sticking around, I'll link my first channel. It's not something that you just get. It's just that I found out that I have it. I've always had it. It's just a lot. It was a lot. And it's just like I lost my drive, I guess, because I was getting overwhelmed and I didn't know what to do with it. And then even walking outside, like that was a big deal, but it stayed colder than normal for a long time here in my area. And so even in like March, there were days that it was way too cold to go outside. I have asthma and cold air triggers it bad. So that just, it didn't turn out to be a good idea. I'd have like snot running down my nose too. That's just, you know, gross. And it's just not pleasant. And so it was just really easy to just be like, okay, well, I'll do that later. And then it's May, and what am I doing with my life? So yeah, I'm kind of upset at myself because I know that I'm gonna be going on this trip. I'm excited to go to Indiana in the summertime. That's what we used to do when I was younger. We would take our van, we would drive up to Indiana, and we'd spend time with my grandma and at her house and stay there, and then we'd go do stuff and also see other parts of the family and stuff like that. And like that's what we did in the summer, and that was summer for me. I feel like I've been stuck in winter still, and it's June and it's hot outside, but I don't know, like I'm gonna have all these videos, at least probably, of my time going to Indiana, spending time with people, hopefully just having fun and enjoying my family, and I'm gonna be fat. And I know that I am not as fat as other people, or, you know, like, I'm not here to like make people, if you're around my size or you're bigger than me or whatever, I don't want anyone to feel bad, but this is just me to me. Like, I've regained, what, 25 pounds at least. And that's frustrating because I wanted to be down to a certain size by now. Like, if I really, really worked hard, I probably would be down to my goal weight by the time it was my birthday. And that's not happening now, that's for sure. And I'm just frustrated with myself because, like, I wish I cared more than I do, if that makes sense. And this is the same problem that got me to the place originally, was I just kind of stopped caring. It was just one thing that I couldn't handle the stress of. And so I was like, fine, you know, we've got all these things going on and something's got to give. And usually that is my eating habits and my focus on planned food and planning my meals and planning what I eat. It's just a lot, and I don't know, it's weird because I feel like I'm trying to rediscover who I am and what impact I'm gonna make on the world. When I was younger, I would have this thing where I would visualize my future in a timeline format, and it kind of ended in my 20s. It was like, okay, you know, here's your cool teenage years, and then you're gonna be like a teenage adult and really like, what's the word I'm looking for? Professional or something, I don't know. And then it just ends, like I can't see it. And I could never really find that thing, like what am I gonna be? Who am I gonna be? What am I even gonna do? And for a long part of my life, I was in survival mode, and every day was just surviving because that's just what I knew how to do. That's all I could do. Just things that went on in my life. It wasn't even that bad. it was just that I didn't know any other way to cope. So I just kind of always waited for that one day where things would just snap back together. But that's just not how life works, and it's hard to understand that, like, really on the inside. I understand that in theory, of course, but just really understanding that in myself. And then wrestling with who I am and what that means for the people around me. What I mean by that is I don't put as much effort anymore into hiding who I am, and I feel a little bit more emboldened, if that makes sense. And that can be difficult because I know that there's a reason I act the way I do around certain people. There's a reason I tell certain people what I tell them and don't tell other people certain things, just because that's what you do with people anyway, right? Only certain people hear certain things. But I feel like I've kind of lost some people in my life. I feel like for whatever reason, whether it's my fault, whether it's their fault, or whether that's just what life is like, I've lost people who I felt very close to, and so it's just like all this stuff going on. All of that to say, I'm unhappy with myself when it comes to my weight, and that's annoying. However, of course, I've been so out of it that just trying to do general workouts and stuff like that, it just really taxes my lungs. Again, I have asthma, and I don't really want to throw myself into an asthma attack, so I probably really do just need to get back to walking, so that way I can build up. So yeah, so there's that. And then when I come back, I'm gonna tell you this, I really need to stick to it. I want to try like the whole like OMAD/intermittent fasting thing. Now, OMAD is 1 meal a day. I've seen some people do it where they only, like, they eat whatever within an hour, but technically that's like 23-in-1 fasting, right? So some people then take like big gaps of time, big compared to 1 hour, big gaps of time to eat, and others to not. So I'm thinking about trying to do like an intermittent fasting of like 4 hours, in which is the window I can eat, and then let the other 20 hours not be, and just see if that helps me to just get off of like just eating everything and doing whatever, and then during that other time I can drink water. Like, you're not gonna die, you know? We'll see if that's reasonable. We'll see if I actually do it. And that also leave me open to be able to eat some things that are bad for me, yes, but at the same time, like, so I don't immediately come off of it and feel like freaked out about it. Because the first time I went into, here's a story time. The first time I went into dieting or restricting or calorie counting or this attempt at a weight loss journey, I was also on a different medication for my allergies and my asthma. I didn't know is that it has a somewhat uncommon side effect of mood swings or just basically making you depressed, which wasn't helpful because at the time I was not medicated for being depressed. So I was on this medication. My lungs were not doing great at the time, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be this fat anymore, and I don't want to be like dying of asthma attacks and feeling super unfit and unhealthy and just hating existing in this body. So, you know, I went and I did what I could, but there were days like I was physically shaking and crying and could not stop crying. So I'm like 80% sure it was a medicine, because they were like, yeah, get off of it right now. And then things got better with the whole crying and shaking thing. But I don't know if I'm going to experience the shaking, because I do get shaky when I don't eat. So we'll just see what happens. There you go. That's what's been happening in my world. I need to go record videos that are more important than this. But I just wanted to let you know that hopefully within the next week, you're gonna see some content on this channel. Yay! So if you're really bored with your life and you want to see me or the random stuff that I see as I go, I really am interested in the idea of vlogging at the airport. The thing is, I'm already, like, this is also, these bracelets, honestly, I want to be able to give people a heads up. It's not, I didn't really want to get a medical alert bracelet because usually I'm verbal. So I didn't want it to be like, medical alert, I have autism. So I tried to opt for this. I was informed that it took a minute for someone to even understand what it was, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully, if it does ever become a thing, I hope someone will see my bracelet. I plan on wearing one of these when I'm traveling. Hopefully they'll like put 2 and 2 together, I don't know. But again, it is a universal symbol for autism, in my opinion, so I hope that it doesn't get to that point at all. But this is the first time I'm traveling alone after being on medication to help with anxiety and depression, which after, you know, lifting the depression off, I do experience sensory overload and stuff like that a lot easier and a lot more frequently. So yeah. I used to just be able to kind of fall into a shutdown, depressed mode to be able to shut it out. And I can't do that much anymore, but for paying that price to actually live life and not want to die every day, you know, kind of an okay trade-off in my opinion. So yeah, in the case that I become nonverbal or unable to respond within enough time or something happens, hopefully someone will see me bracelet and help me out. I don't know. That's just some thoughts to be given. Anyway, yeah, sorry, this is everywhere. I don't know if I'm even gonna edit this. Sorry. I thought it'd be really cool to give the autistic perspective of the airport. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. It's just like pulling out a camera and being like, hey guys, is awkward enough. And then in a high stress situation, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I will maybe try to do it. Maybe it'll make me feel like you guys are there with me. That might help me. Who knows? Anyway, there you go. This is an update. Be looking forward, hopefully, to other videos. Hi, sorry I haven't uploaded anything to this channel in like forever since I like messed up my bangs and everything. I hope that you're having a wonderful week, and you know, subscribe if you want to. Give this a like if you're bothered enough to. If you made it to this point, like seriously, you're amazing. And yeah, I can't remember what else I'm supposed to say, so see me in my next video. Bye!